977. Hi, everyone. You caught me. Well, I thought I was going to be able to finish in time, but after I finish a mini dazzle, because they're all fairy dust, I like to save them. And so that's what I was doing. And I was finally using my Forever Young sticker book. Because out of this kit, I got 12 new fairy dust drills. That's pretty exciting for me. Hey, Anne, I figured you'd be busy with your grandson. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Margaret, how are you? Color outside the laundry's Joanna, right? I hope that's right. Hi, how are you doing? How is everyone doing? Hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, I've trying to organize my storage. I mean, not my storage, but my drills. And it's an absolute nightmare, especially when I have to take off the Diamond Art Club stickers. Those come off easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's see. Rain just started. We're under a tornado watch pretty much all day. Everyone stays safe. That is absolutely right, Ann. In fact, it got real windy and it started raining just about 15 minutes ago. And then the rain stopped. But yeah, we are under, I know, I was like, well, darn, just in time for my live. But, we'll see. You never know. Yes, I hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. I am. I'm having a great day. Got to have lunch with my youngest son. So it's always good to hang out with him and catch up on his life, not live. He doesn't go live. He was telling us he was going to go with us to lunch yesterday. My dad was here yesterday. And so he was going to go with us. Brittany, Brittany, I am so sorry. I am so sorry I called you Joanna. I'm so sorry. I think maybe that's coloring with Joanna. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. I'm sorry, Brittany. Please forgive me. I am absolutely horrible with names. You've been working a lot. What have you been doing? What have you been doing? I guess you mean at your job. Not like diamond painting all the time, although I hope you were diamond painting all the time. It's okay, she says. All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your grace. Y'all give me grace all the time. All the time. But anyway, I forgot where I was going with this. So, the post office. Oh, my word. No, thank you. No, thank you. I always feel so sorry for the postal workers. You go into the post office, especially the ones that, work inside the post office, because you go inside and there's a gazillion people and they've only scheduled one person, and that one person has to deal with all those people, and they're grumpy as if they have anything to do with it. They don't. So, man, I bet you are busy. Busy. Well, hopefully you can just relax, do some diamond painting. Okay, another art dot kit ready to be kitted up with some minis. I'm working on minis now because of the March Mini DP Madness. Is that what it's called, Ann? I can't remember. But anyway, I'll set these aside. I've got to redo my storage because, now I've got more. I got 12 new colors to put in. So that's exciting. All right, now I can dedicate my attention here. Oh, you're a mail carrier. Oh, my goodness. Now, see, our mailboxes, I'm shaking the thing. Our mailboxes are out on the street. And so they just have to drive up to. But they come, we must be the last, like the last of the last. Because they usually don't get here till 6, sometimes even after 6. And I don't live very far from the postal service, so I think they probably drop off hours and then maybe go back. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Brittany says, I work 6 days a week, but lately have been working 10 to 11 days straight. My gosh. What the heck? That is crazy. Anne says, she says, wow, Brittany, that's crazy. It is. And Anne says, I got the name right. Awesome. Brittany, yeah, in Maryland, delivering after the snowstorm. Oh, we got a few weeks back. It was horrible. Oh my gosh. I would imagine y'all are still playing catch up. Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. When I lived in Clear Lake, our postal guy there, I got to know him pretty good. And, there, our mailboxes were at the end of the street. And, at 5 o'clock, even if he was in the midst of putting, mail in the mailboxes, someone had to come and relieve him because he was like, I don't work past 5. That's that. I was like, oh, okay. Jackie, hey girl, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good too. Yeah, so I don't know if y'all noticed in the VIP group this morning, somebody asked who was in the Houston area, and Anne actually found somebody who lives in her neighborhood. That's pretty cool. And I found a few that were in Friendswood, which is where I live, and some in League City, some in Clear Lake. But I did tell the Friendswood ones, hey, Anne and I are meeting at the library every other Friday if they'd be interested. So we might have to get a bigger library room. I don't know, but that would be a great problem to have. I'm also seriously contemplating in Max's man cave, but there's that motorcycle in there. But I'm thinking about how I can set up some tables so that we can maybe have some diamond painting, have some diamond painters over. I just don't know if there's enough room with his motorcycle in there because one of the one side has got 2 recliners and a table with a lamp and all the things. So I guess 2 people could sit there if they wanted to bring their own stuff, but they probably don't. So I don't know. I may get out there and look at it and see how it can be done. Be fun, I think. Be kind of fun. So, and then we could stay as long as we wanted. Anne says the motorcycle won't bother me. Well, it's not that it'd be bothersome. It would just be in the way. So I got to figure out, how to set up tables. Because, the thing with diamond painting, we need large enough areas that we can spread out. That's my sister. But anyway, so yeah, I'm seriously considering that. Anthony, hey dude, how are you? You doing good? Are you in the middle of working? What's the weather like there? It's supposed to get, we've got all these chances of tornadoes and sideline winds and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But right now it looks calm. I see some dark skies, but it looks calm. Jackie says hi to Anne. Anne says hi to Anthony. So yeah, what did I do with them? Oh no, did I not bring them up here? I was going to show you. Oh, y'all see my little pink hiding poo? My bestie gave me that, Anne. Look, I'll show you. I was going to do a video and a finishing review, and I was like, I'm not gonna. But I finished my spring set from Diamond Art Club. So there's this one. And then there's, that one. I just loved working on these. That one. This is my favorite. That one's my favorite. I love that little bee. And then some tulips. And then birdhouse. And I'm going to tell you one thing. So I was going to do the pretty little gem. I bought 3, and I opened up my first one, and I did 2 of the dogs because it was Cozy Dogs. Mini Dazzles by far. These are awesome. These are awesome. But if you've never tried Pretty Little Gems, Well, I mean, I have 2 sets that you could have, but shipping probably wouldn't be worth it. So let's see. Uh, Anthony says, "I'm doing great. I'm off today. It snowed last night, but it's beautiful out now. Awesome." Uh, oh my gosh. Anthony says, "You'll never guess who I just got off the phone with. It's a sneak peek at an upcoming podcast episode." Anthony, you could tell me, just whisper, just whisper, just whisper. Go ahead. Who I'll never guess. You're right. You're right about that. Hmm. Sneak peek. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I really love the podcast, by the way. I really do. Let's see. Jackie is doing good. She's just hanging out watching the storms roll through. Randall Spangler. No way, Jose. I'm working on a Randall Spangler right now as we speak. I mean, I'm doing it. Well, I'm doing it for me as cat event because it's the I'm not fat, I'm fluffy, but I was also doing it for the Randall Spangler event, but I never really understood how to sign up for the Randall Spangler event. So I'm technically not um, doing it, but awesome. And when is this said um, podcast going to happen? When? That's exciting. And wants to know where Jackie lives. And Brittany says, "It's so cute, your plushie." Thank you. Now I got my Fugler and I got my Highland cow. So yeah, Ann says, "Anthony, OMG. That's awesome. It is awesome." Jackie lives in Ohio. Ohio. Um, yeah, thank you. Thank you. I love my little pink couch. Ann, close your ears for a minute because I'm going to talk bad about you. Every time we meet at the library, she has a gift for me. Every time. Do I have a gift for her? No, I don't. So I need to find something because she always has a gift, whether it's candy. Last week it was that or the last time it was the cow. So yeah. So there. Okay, you can listen again, Ann. Anthony says the interview is being recorded next month, but the episode won't be out until the summer. Oh, okay. We have 3 other interviews before him. Oh, how exciting. How exciting. Oh, cool. Brittany is working on Rabbit and Daisy from Art Dot. I think that was the first one I did, and I loved it. I loved it. How do you like it? How do you like it? I like those kits, by the way. I think that might have been with the first, yeah, that was with the first round and I guess the drills were dirty because I kept constantly having to, refill my putty, which is not normal. But the outcome was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Jackie says, "Congrats, Anthony. How exciting it is." Ann says, "Bestie, not every time." When have you not? It seems like every time for sure. Definitely the last 3 times. So, yeah. But anyway, I don't know what I'm going to work on this Friday at the library. I might just take my whatchamacallit. Well, it depends. It depends if we have anybody going with us this Friday. If we have, more than just the 2 of us, I'll probably just take something smaller, but otherwise I may take my temperature chart just because then I can start working on April's borders and stuff. Let's see. Brittany says, "It's so pretty." It is. I'm liking it, but I do kind of wish the grid were tighter. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it could stand to be a little tighter. I think that was their first set. I've got the other set too, but I haven't tried it yet, so I can't speak to it. Ann says, "Guess I won't bring the Easter candy this week. There aren't any more holidays coming up that they do candy for." What do you mean you can't bring it? I didn't say stop. Did I? I didn't say stop. Besides that, were you listening in on my conversation? Oh, goodness. So, anyway, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe one of those I'll either bring the cat that I'm working on by Randall Spangler, or I will bring my temperature chart. Because, yeah, by then I think I probably will be getting behind. Anne's laughing at me. Well, I guess so is Brittany. Okay. Oh, Lord. So, anybody get anything this past Saturday from anybody? I I did not. I did not. Um, yeah, I haven't bought anything very recently. Feel Look is my custom that I ordered from them that I don't have high hopes for it, and but that's not the company's fault. That's my fault. I think I chose the wrong picture. But when I get it, I will be able to tell, if there's just some stupid random confetti. I don't know that this is going to be hand rendered like their other kits are. Probably not. So yeah, I don't know if I'll like it or not. But like I said, as far as the image goes, I think that's on me. That's not on them. I should have picked a different image. But we'll see. You never know. Maybe it'll turn out great. Jackie received Snow Castle today, ordered when it restocked. I have most of the Spangler houses now. That's awesome. Which ones are you missing? Which ones are you missing? How many are there altogether? How many are there? They're big, aren't they? Oh my gosh, did you see Lizette? I saw it on Instagram. The size of that Dominic Davison kit. I forget. I keep hitting y'all, so I need to stop moving my feet. I forget, it was what, 90 by 140 something, and it was around. The Chuck Pinson that I did, my first and only Chuck Pinson that I did, was round and it was big, and that's where I was like, okay, I had to. It's like I need to try squares, and because I love rounds, but after a while, it's like I'm so sick and tired of working on rounds. I get the same way with squares, but I don't know. I don't know. I know it was really nice for me to do those mini dazzles because I've done 2 rounds back to back now, and I'm like, I'm tired of working on rounds, so I need something square. And I was like, well, it's mini DP madness. So there you go. Let's see. Yeah, castles. Yeah, not houses. Jackie, I think I am only missing home is where the magic is. Has that been made into a diamond painting? It doesn't sound familiar, but then I know a lot of people do like those, but um, I don't think I've seen it. So, yeah. So, anyway, let's see what else has been going on. Oh, well, I'll tell you one thing. I looked over at my clock and it is now correct, since how we sprung forward. And yes, I do miss my hour. I'd like to get my hour back, please. If you see it, please return it. I guess I'll get it back when we go to Arizona at the end of this month because they don't change. So, yeah, I'll get my hour back, but then I'll come back and I'll lose it again. I've been late, just late. It's like I'm still drinking my coffee and it's 11 a.m. And it's like, what the heck? I don't know why that is. It's only an hour, but it feels like it's 2 hours. Let's see. Brittany says same. Yeah, we give it back. Jackie, I think I have 7. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if some are houses and some are castles, but I love them all. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, they're all big though. They're panels, aren't they? Are they like the panels? But how many have you done? How many have you actually completed of those? I've seen several of them completed, and it's just gorgeous. They're absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning. So you know what? If any of y'all I'm going to just throw this out there. If any of y'all live in Texas or near Texas or don't mind flying to Texas, um, there's a retreat coming up in June, the end of June in Hillsboro, Texas, which I believe is on like up around Dallas. And there's a retreat, and it's the same one that the No Frills. It's Marissa with the No Frills retreat, and it's at the same place, the Red Boot Barn or something like that. And I think she needs more people to sign up. So it's another No Frills. It's called the Waitlisters Retreat. So I think it was really for people that have been on the wait list for the No Frills or the Lone Star Retreat. Gives you a chance to maybe get a retreat in there, maybe. So yeah, let me know if you're interested. Let's see. Anthony, I've very been researching legally licensed shops and came across 10 to 12 that I've never heard of. Seriously. I ended up buying from 3 Korean shops that I haven't heard anyone else talk about. I am anxious to hear about this, Anthony. I guess you'll talk about it in your podcast, but yeah. Anthony says, very excited to get them in. I'm excited too, because you can tell us, you can tell us everything, how long it took to get them and, all that stuff. Very interesting. Very interesting, Anthony. I would like to know, the company's name and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, that's a lot, 10 to 12. I mean, how did you research it? Because I can research it too, but did you put in legally licensed diamond painting companies? I'm just curious. Because I would like to get some more Scott Gustafsons, and it looks like he's still legally licensed with Diamond Art Club. But when I sent him a message asking something about diamond paintings, and he said that he hasn't really been doing any diamond paintings. He said it's not very profitable. So, which I hate because I absolutely love his stuff. So, Anthony, if you see any Scott Gustafsons, let me know because I like that. Ann wants to know where Sam is today. She had messaged me earlier and she is working all day. So she couldn't be here. So, yeah. Jackie says, haha, none. I have one on my radar, though, to start soon. Okay. Well, sometimes you get kits and you like them so much. It's like, I don't want to start it right now because if I do, then I'm going to be sad when it's over. So it is pouring rain over where Ann is, which isn't very far, but it is not here. It is dark out. But it is not raining here. So let me know if the winds start getting sideways. It's not good. Not good. So anyway, hopefully your power don't go out. But you have a generator, I think. Oh, hang on. Okay. Will I be able to go back, Anthony, and after this, wait. I'm not very bright, you see. Okay, hang on. Me. Okay, Me. Oh. Okay, there we go. Opening up this. Thank you. Thank you, Anthony. I have saved it. I think. Hang on. Plus. No. No. I think I've saved it. Who knows? Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate it. So if anybody else wants to see where the legally licensed kits are, there you go. There's Anthony provided a Google Doc. So thank you, Anthony. That's very kind of you to do that. You're really good at that kind of stuff. So have you gotten your feel look Fee look, however you say it. I mean, it's gonna be feel look to me, but have you gotten yours yet, or is it a little too soon? I'm anxious for you to try it. And Anthony, are the podcasts going to be once a month? I think so, Ann. And he can answer. I'm not Anthony, but I think they're once a month. Yeah. They need to be more than that, Anthony. Maybe like every other week or something, every 2 weeks. But that's just me being selfish. I'm sure it's a lot of work to put together and edit and all that stuff. Because everything you do is always top notch. So, yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to have to get a new table. This table that I'm sitting at is broken. It goes up and down, and it's an actual desk that I bought at a furniture place. And I know when Gus was a pup, I know he'd get up underneath my desk where I diamond painted. And this was the one I diamond painted at in the bedroom. Anyway, as a pup, he chewed some of the cords. Well, I fast forward, unbeknownst to me, it quit going up and down. And then I get over here and I want it to go, and it doesn't work. So only the mechanism for it to go up and down doesn't work. So I'm going to get rid of it. And I think I'm going to go to Home Depot is where I got that other. It's actually for a garage or something, a workshop, and it's manual, raise it up, but it's got 2 drawers on it. And so, yeah, I think I'm going to go get another one of those. Only problem is it's not as deep as this one is. So, yeah. But I don't want to spend, that one was half the price of this one. So, see there, Anne agrees. Yes, every 2 weeks, Anthony. Anthony says, yes, once a month. Mia and I are working on an idea for an extra one a month, but we're not there yet. It's a lot of work. Feel looks are in the US now, so hopefully soon. Good deal. Brittany says, thanks, Anthony. I just saved it. Yes, that is great. And I can only imagine how much work they are. Oh, absolutely. Because Anthony edits and stuff. Yeah, he does all that. And my Jacob asked me today, he said, Mom, do you edit? And I was like, dude, it took me 35 minutes to figure out because I had messed up my camera on my last whipping chat. I had bumped the camera, and so it wasn't showing, what I was doing. So it was just gray. And so I needed to cut that out. And it took me 35 minutes to remove 2.5 minutes of video. And I'm asking Chat GPT and all that. I told him, I said, I really wish somebody would come over and show me how to do that because I don't know. But I use InShot and, it's fine if you just want to stitch videos together. But as far as editing, and they supposedly have all this stuff you can do. But it, like I said to me forever, it's like, I just want to remove this part, So it's very frustrating. I was at the point I was like, I'm just going to trash the whole thing. But I was like, I can't do that. So, I could have, but that was, a little over an hour video. And I sure would hate to waste a whole whipping chat for that. But anyway, I got it removed. So that worked out good. So yeah, I'm not very good at editing. Can't even say it. So there you go. There you go. So who all is on spring break this week? I know Friendswood is. I know Clear Creek is. I think Ann's grandson, I don't know what school district that is, but he's out. My nephews who live over where my dad lives, they're not out yet. I think they're out next week. So yeah, just wondering if anybody's out for spring break and if you have any plans to go anywhere, do anything. Obviously, we do not. We did try to do stuff when, the kids were out, but mostly I think they just wanted to stay home and do nothing. Yeah. I know my boys really did. They were perfectly fine just staying home, sleeping in, and playing video games. Alvin, okay, yeah. Ann says Fort Bend is out next week. Okay. Yeah. So did all of y'all grow up with spring? I'm sure Anthony did because he's just a baby. But did everybody grow up with having spring break? We did not have spring break. I mean, I believe colleges did, but we didn't. We had Easter break. We had the Friday before Easter and the Monday after Easter, and it was called Easter break. But we never had a whole week off and called it spring break. That was like, oh, that was what the college kids did. They would all get together and go somewhere fun. But Ann says nope, she didn't. Yeah, we did not either. My kids did though, so I don't know when they changed it, but I always kind of felt like just keep going to school and let's get us out a week earlier or something. Let's see. Margaret says spring break is next week in Alabama. It just seems like after spring break, the kids are like, we're almost done with school. And then it's hard to get anything out of them. Let's see, Jackie, no spring break when I was in school. We started after Labor Day and got out right before Memorial Day. We always went back to school after Labor Day. Always. And they don't do that anymore. I mean, gosh, they're back in school at the beginning of August, it seems like, around the 10th or the 15th. I mean, they're back early. And it's like, it's still hotter than Hades outside. So let's see. Brittany says, I did. It's odd though, because now the kids are out longer than what we were when I was a kid. I'm a 90s baby. Okay. Okay. Yeah, my kids still got the week off. So yeah. And they still get, well, I think Good Friday is technically called a teacher in service day, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah. So yeah, interesting how things change, but it's like, well, I'd rather them get out, start later even. That would be better. I mean, yeah, after Labor Day. Yeah. Oh, there's a beautiful cardinal. The male cardinals are starting to fight for their territory. So I saw two males chasing a female around earlier today. So yeah. Oh God, here I go yawning. So sorry. So sorry. So yeah, my dad came over yesterday. That's always nice. That's always nice. I worry about him driving. It's a drive, it's a lot of highway driving. So I worry. Jacob was going to go to lunch with us, but then they had a wreck. Oh my gosh, there was a F-150 was sandwiched between the barrier that keeps you from falling off the overpass and an 18-wheeler. He was squished in there. But Jacob said everybody was fine. So I was like, yeah, I have a feeling that F-150 truck, he probably needed to change his bridges. But yeah, that is crazy. Jackie, that reminds me, we received our raccoon baffle. Works great. Thanks again for the info. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, they work. They do. They absolutely do. Those little boogers, they're so cute. I mean, they are just so cute. And we've got one right now that is just, I don't know if he's still got his winter weight going on, but he is so fat. And I don't know. I don't know when their breeding season is, so I don't know, but so cute. So cute. And it seems like it's always the same one. So we don't have as many as we did. We did have one that the Ring camera picked up that he had like a broken leg. So I wasn't sure. But then I've also heard that wild animals in the wild, they can, repair themselves fairly quickly. So hopefully he did. I don't know. Hopefully nothing got him. So yeah, I can tell the birds are starting to want to make a nest, and yeah, spring is here. The trees are budding out, and I always think the trees are so pretty. Their first leaves of the spring, they're just this bright green. And so yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like spring. Spring and fall are my favorites because I think it's because nothing's extreme. It's not extremely cold. It's not extremely hot. Although, was it yesterday? And might have to help me with this. It was either yesterday, I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before, that the high was 86 in March, at the beginning of March. Like, holy cannoli. I hope that's not a sign of what our summers are going to be like. Let's see. Brittany says, that's my favorites too. I know. I mean, I don't like the extreme heat and I don't like the extreme cold, you know. And I love the colors of spring and I love the colors of fall. I mean, it seems like in the summertime, everything just looks like, it's just so tired trying to survive. And then in the springtime, everything is greening up from being so gray, So, yeah, those are my favorites. Yes, it was yesterday. Anne says that we had 86. That's crazy. Crazy. Let's see. Anne says, with all the holidays and in-service days, schools have to start earlier each year to get in the number of days required. It's crazy. It is. It is. Now, I do remember when my kids were in school, they did a lot of half days, and I don't think they do a lot of half days anymore. So that's good because that was, it was like, do I really even need to send them to school? Of course, in elementary, it wasn't that big of a deal. But when they got into junior high and high school, they can't just stay home on those days. Brittany says, fall is my top, though. Yeah, I absolutely prefer fall colors. Those are my favorite colors. And it's funny because if you look around my house, you'll notice that. You'll notice that. Let's see. Brittany says, I love seeing the tulips start to pop out of the ground. Yeah. See, here, we could have tulips. You can. But then you have to dig them up and put them in the refrigerator. You can't just leave them in the ground. But if you live in a colder climate, I think you can just leave them in the ground, right? Or do you have to dig the bulbs up as well? I know here, even with like caladiums, it's hard for them to make it because the grub worms get them. So, yeah, but I love oh my gosh, I love the tulips. When I went to visit in Amsterdam, and it was just, oh my gosh, so crazy. But I didn't buy any bulbs, because because of that. I was like, I'm just going to take them home and kill them. So, yeah. Jackie says, I am not asking to cause any drama, just wondering, is anyone besides me waiting on a diamond painting from Enabler's Outpost? I am not, but I have heard, yes, that there are others. And I kind of hit on that in my whipping chat, and not on them personally, but just the problem that I'm a little nervous with is ordering from a company and it taking months to get. I mean, you've already given your money, so they already have that. And so, yeah, I don't think you are though, Jackie, and I'm sorry that you're one of the people that are. Have you had any communication? Let's see, Jackie, tulips are my favorite. We visited Holland when we lived in Germany. I know, aren't they just freaking gorgeous? They are absolutely gorgeous. I just, see, if I could leave them in the ground like Brittany can, then I would absolutely have some. And but no, I have to take them out of the ground. So, yeah. Let's see. Brittany says, that sounds lovely, Jackie. And she says, yes, ours can stay in the ground. So when I see them start to sprout, I know spring is coming. That is awesome. Jackie says, I picked up on that in your whipping chat. So that's why I thought you might know of someone else. There's been several people say that. So I know you're not alone. And that's kind of my problem with it. I get it. Small shops can have lower overhead if it's, if they're not keeping stock, which is good for them. Absolutely, that's good for them. Because then you don't have to guess what's going to sell and what's not going to sell. But I mean, I will say this with Feel Look, my custom that I ordered, they notified me right away and said, we're sorry. It's going to take it a little bit longer because, well, it was the Lunar New Year and they're pretty much off for, I think, a month. And, but after I got my pictures and everything and said, yep, I'll take it. Then it shipped immediately. It's on its way here, So yeah. Anthony says, that's too bad, Jackie Leanne. You know how I feel about it. I do. Yeah. Yeah. I do. I mean, I don't know. Let me give you an example. So like when I was doing my D-stash, people were like, let me know how much I owe you. Well, it's like, I'll let you know how much you owe me once I ship it. Now I know there's a good chance I'm going to get screwed that way. I get that. But I always worry that I'll have someone's money. Something happens to me. I don't know, I have a heart attack. Something happens and I've got their money. No one in my family knows I have their money and they're sitting there waiting on their packages. And so I'm like, after I print the shipping label and I take them to the UPS store and drop them off, then and so far, everybody has been wonderful and has not tried to scam me. So, but I just can't, I don't like owing people something, it'd be better if you'll be charged once your package ships, that would be better. But yeah. Jackie says, it was my first time ordering. I'm lucky that way. Well, how are you supposed to know? How are you supposed to know? And yeah. Jackie says, I'm fine with waiting, but would like some communication in the interim, especially under these circumstances. Absolutely. Absolutely. It takes, 30 seconds to open a message, read it, and respond. It doesn't take a long time. I mean, even if you working 24/7, you have breaks, I mean, you have someone's money. It's in your pocket. So, I mean, well, we won't go there. See, Jackie ordered October 6th, so I don't think I'm being dramatic. No, you are not. Absolutely, you are not. And you're not the only one. I mean, personally, if it were me, I mean, you do whatever you want. If it were me, I'd file a claim with my whoever credit card or however you paid. I would file a claim and say never received, haven't heard a word, and get it reversed. I mean, sometimes that's all you can do is, just say I never got it, and either then you'll hear something, or but either way, I mean, you'll get your money back. That's what I would do. Brittany says, yeah, I would be a little upset too. Yeah. Yeah. And she says, nope, not being dramatic at all. Of course not. I mean, come on. October to November, November, December to January, February. That's 5 months. 5 months. No. It was literally a month from the time I ordered my custom. And of course, then they had the Lunar New Year. So if it hadn't been for that, I would have gotten it probably in 2 weeks. So no. Nope. The longer, I guess I should say, that I've been diamond painting, the more I can see myself getting more particular and where I buy from. I absolutely love supporting small businesses, 100%, 100%. But I don't want to go broke doing it. Does that make sense? Yeah. So Jackie says, thanks, Anthony. Yeah. I mean, he knows. He knows. So yeah. But anyway, that's what I would do, Jackie. And if anybody thinks less of you for doing so, just tell them don't let the door hit you or the good Lord split you. That's what I would do. So, yeah. Yep. So anyway, okay. So Diamond Art Club came out with, or I guess today, what was a mystery kit? I didn't get it. I didn't. I mean, first of all, I looked at the size and went, "Oh, no, thank you." And then they came out with some Easter ones. They came out with those today, didn't they? I think. I don't know. I never did get a notification. I mean, there was a couple. There was one in particular that I was I don't know the name of it, but it was a little bunny holding like an Easter egg that I was like, "Oh, that's adorable." But it's like, I've got plenty to do. So I didn't get anything. Yeah, Anthony says, Jackie, if it were me, I'd file a claim and try to get that money back. 100%. 100%. That is your right. Okay. That is your right. If you owed them money, they would probably send you some demands. So I'm just saying that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Jackie says, thanks for the confirmation that I'm not overreacting. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Ann says, mystery kit was yesterday. Okay. I wonder who got it. I wonder how many people got it. I know a lot of people, that's what they like, the mystery kits. I don't even know what it was. I didn't even go look. And did you get any of the Easter kits, Ann? I'm not going to be here for Easter. And I'm not going to stick one in the middle of it. I'm sure I've got stuff here that I could do for Easter. And I'm not going to stick one ahead of anything else. So I didn't get it. It's like maybe next time. Maybe, yeah. I might put it on my wish list and get it 6 months from now or something to do for Easter the next year. But yeah. Let's see, Brittany, I thought about getting it, but decided not to. Yes, Anthony, it was Micah Jelena. That's right. I remember. And somebody, well, I won't say what somebody said about what it was, but yes, it was a Micah Jelena. And yeah, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. So I am looking for, I think it's mystery number 34. And I want to say it's a Scott Gustafson. And it's a mystery. And that must have been before my time because I didn't know about it, but I sure would like it. So if anybody knows anything about it, I would like it. Please, if you know if it's being destashed somewhere, I would like to get it. Let's see. Ann says, I didn't get any. And Ann says, I saw a pic of the mystery, but didn't get it. Yeah, I did too. Yeah. I mean, I do like her artwork. I think. Trying to think if I still have anything by her. I may or may not. I think I destashed it. But anyway. But man, I am digging these. Like I said, after doing the Pretty Little Gem, which they are paint gem minis. I mean, the packaging's the same. The only thing that's different is it doesn't say paint gem mini. It says Pretty Little Gems, but it's paint gem minis. It's the same kit up, same stickers, same everything. And paint gem minis was pretty much all you had until these came out. And these are just so much better. I think the mini dazzles are so much better. But I need to get a book so I could put them in there. Because I'm not going to frame them. But yeah. So I did look on Amazon, because Amazon does have some of the mini dazzles. And then you don't have to pay shipping or anything. But the mini dazzles are great. I think Ann will attest to this, but they're great. If you just need to add a little something to get free shipping, which is A lot of mine are that way. I don't think I bought any from Amazon though. But they had one, I think, fairy tales, and I was like, "Oh, that one looks kind of cool." So I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I need to look on their website and look at the mini dazzles. I've got plenty. I don't need to order any more. That's for darn sure. Um, but yeah, I may take some to the retreat to put it on the donate pile. Some of the ones I've got that I haven't done. Let's see. Anne puts her finished minis in a photo album. Yeah, like the 4x6. Yeah, I need to get one of those. Um, yeah, I think I have one, but I think that's was my logbook for a while. So, yep. Everybody does these fancy logbooks, and it's so pretty and then you have me. Oh, it's embarrassing, really. I mean, I could make it all nice and pretty. I've got washi tape. I mean, I never did the scrapbooking thing. Um, and a lot of people, you can tell that they have because their logbooks look like it. And I wish I took more time with my logbook, but it works for me. It works for me. So it's never not anything that it would be like, oh, let me show you my logbook. No. It wouldn't be anything that you say, hey, Leanne, how do you do your logbook? I want to copy you. No, you don't. No, you don't. I mean, pretty much it's the basic stuff. Nope, no frills. Let's see, Jackie, I don't do a fancy logbook either. I put the start and end date on the sticker and stick it in a notebook. I'd rather spend the time diamond painting. Exactly. Anne says, I don't do a fancy logbook either. Good. I'm not alone in that. I'm not alone in that. Because I mean, some of them are it's like, oh, that's so cute. But I'm with y'all. I mean, it's like I'd rather spend my time diamond painting. I even hate kitting down because it's like, I'd rather be diamond painting. So yeah. Margaret, I just use Gems Flow. I do use Gems Flow. I really like the update that they've done because now they have a place that they can add how many drills, which is awesome. I wish every company would list how many drills they have. So because now that's something I do like when we do our how many kits did I complete, it's like how many drills did I place? How many drills did I place? That's always interesting to me too. These mini dazzles, this whole set, I always consider I didn't used to consider these at all. But then people were like, well, no, you should consider a set as a completion. So I am now. That makes sense to me. So I am. And so this is a completion. And so I have 6 completions so far for 2026. So not really good, but it's not it's there's no competition. I mean, unless you're competing with yourself. Yeah. Jackie, you influenced me to order some cat-eared trays. Awesome. I hope you like them. Anne ordered some, and she said they're too small for her. And they could be bigger. And I swear to God, if they come out with the extra large, I may just go fix myself a hole and crawl in it and cry because I've invested so much money in these size. But I'd have to get some. But I love them. I mean, I think the best thing is you can have static going into the tray, but you don't have static after it. I mean, that's worth everything to me. So let me know, Jackie, what you think. I did send Cat Eared a message or an email actually. And all I asked was, is there any way that I could I'm not asking for an affiliate code because I don't think they do affiliates. If they did, I'm not asking for that anyway. But is there like a discount code that I could tell people about? And heck, I'd use it myself, but I haven't heard anything. So I'm guessing they don't do that, which is fine. I mean, it's kind of hard to say. I don't want to be an affiliate. Like, I don't want to earn anything. I just want to be able to pass on a discount. But yeah, it's fine. I mean, if you go to their website, you save more money with, of course, the more you spend. And if I think ultimately it's like if you buy 4 10 packs, you get one free, something like that. So, yeah. So, yeah. I do like them. Absolutely. So, anyway, I still haven't hung that one up yet. I'm going to. I'm contemplating getting another one. So then I'd have to hang them next to each other. So I would have room for 120 colors. Although I don't use any 120 colors, I could see me using, 100 colors. Oh, Jackie, I have not. Jackie wants to know, did you ask Ditsy about a Diamonds and Doxies tray? I didn't because I saw that her pup passed away. And so I was like, I'm just going to wait a minute, and so I haven't yet, but I am going to because I really like, well, yellow dog trays were always my favorite trays. And well, that and Bijou Bliss. But so yeah, I do want one and I do need to ask her, but I thought I would wait a little bit, you know. I'm sure she would answer her business questions. I am sure of that, but I thought I'd give her a minute, you know, because it sounds like her pup passed away unexpectedly. Yeah, Jackie. Yeah, he passed away. So, yeah. So, yeah, it is. It's so hard. It is so hard when you lose your pet. I mean, because it's not a pet, it's part of your family, you know? Yeah. I mean, they're my babies. I like to think I gave birth to them. So, yeah. I know that's what I told Gus. I did give birth to you, you know. He thinks I did, so that's all that matters. So, anyway. Well, what does everybody have coming up for the rest of the week? Anything exciting? Any exciting plans? How about this weekend? What's going on with y'all this weekend? Anybody have exciting plans? Anybody going to do something fun? Um, I think we got some cooler weather coming in. Not cold, just cool, more spring-like weather. I think Monday is going to get like 66 or something, which is good because our temperature chart was starting to, it's like, gosh, starting to be all the same colors. I got to figure out what colors I'm going to do for Easter. And I need to go through all my special drills, and see what all I've got. I need to organize those. But doing so is going to take time and that I could be diamond painting. So Ann says, and Gus says, thank you. That's right. Margaret says, I have a 19-year-old cat. Oh, wow. That is awesome. That is starting to fail. I'm going to be a wreck when she goes. Yeah. My son's cat is guesstimating at about 12. And oh, he's going to be devastated. Absolutely devastated. And Margaret says St. Patrick's Day dinner on Sunday with friends. Awesome. Awesome. We have no plans. No plans at all. I guess I could cook something, but I don't like corned beef. So that's a nay. I don't know. We'll see. Nothing planned, that's for sure. But it's also my aunt's birthday. It's her second heavenly birthday. So yeah. So I'll be thinking about her. Always, always every St. Patty's Day. It was like, oh, it's Aunt Betty's birthday. So yeah. She would have been, how would she have been? I think she was born in 49. I think. No, I don't know. I don't know when she was born. So I don't know how old she is. No, she wasn't born in 49. Let's see. She had to have been, oh, I don't know. I'll have to look on my family tree and see. Let's see. Jackie says family gathering to celebrate my mother-in-law's birthday. She has passed, but we still gather every year to celebrate her still. That is awesome. That is awesome. We did get together last year because that was her first birthday that she went to heaven, and we did get together. I don't know. I haven't heard anything, so I don't think we are this time. But yeah, that's awesome that you do that. That is really cool. That is really cool. So, okay, well, I guess I'm going to get off of here. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of your week. If you're lurking in the background, that's awesome. Feel free to pop in and say hey or not. Before you leave, maybe give the video a thumbs up. And if you are new here and you haven't subscribed, I hope you'll consider subscribing. If you are watching on the replay, please leave the hashtag replay. It's always interesting to me to see who watches, and I do appreciate when you do that. So, yeah. And if you're on the replay, again, let me know what you're doing, what your plans are. Do you have any plans for Easter, for St. Patty's Day? What's going on? Talk to me. So, anyway, thanks y'all for spending a little bit of your time with me today. I appreciate it. So, I'm sure there's a lot of other things you could be doing that are way more fun. So, thank you so much for watching. I love all of y'all. I really do. I mean that from my heart. And I will see you next Wednesday for sure. But I'm sure I'll see you in between there and other people's lives, what have you. So, all righty. Bye, everyone. Bye.